Hola amigos, it's Michael back here and doing another bit of a recording session. So this one, I went to the track to run in my engine. I got it rebuilt, so it's still an old engine. It's not a brand new engine. There's two reasons why you would run an engine in, and one is for a brand new engine, and the second reason is for rebuilding a used engine. So I don't know much about how to rebuild or what you do to rebuild, so I'm not going to get into full detail. But yeah, I sent it to a engine rebuilder, and yeah, got him to clean it up a bit. Got him to repair and refix all the inside of the engine. So what I'm doing today is running it in and taking it around the track. So it's 3 sections. First section, it's gonna be a bit boring, so don't dwell too much on the track content. I mainly want to talk about race day, because race day is a week away, so a little bit longer than a week. So it's the 12th of July. So that's the Sunday. The Saturday is going to be like the practice day, so I'll be going to the track Saturday to set my trailer up, to set my cover, like tent cover up, and to do a little bit more track time. And then Sunday is race day. It's when I'll get to the track and start racing against some other people, start having some more fun. So it's about a week away, and what I'm really wanting to do is set the card up now and to get everything prepared and ready, because I replaced a lot of things on the car that needed replacing, because they were 1, old, 2, worn out. So this is going to be the only time I'll be on the track before race day. So yeah, the reason why I'm also uploading this is I didn't really have to upload it, because it's just going to be a bit of a boring running session. But the other reason why I wanted to do a recording and upload this is because I want to talk about race day. So the way I'm going to set up the recording system is usually one heat. Like you've got a race day, you've got it's usually 4 to 5 heats, depending on if they do a carby session. So you usually have heat 1, heat 2, heat 3 and finals. Now usually a heat is like first heat's usually 8 laps, second heat's usually 8 laps, third heat is usually around 10 laps, and finals around 12 laps. Depending on how many heats they do, sometimes they might do 2 heats in a final, they might do 3 heats in a final. It all comes down to how the day is going, if they're running like late, if they're on time, stuff like that. Like they might cut out a heat and add more laps into the next heat, or stuff like that. But as you can see, like I do on these practice sessions, like practice recording, I do 3 laps, 5 laps, and it still comes out to be a 15-minute recording. So the way I'm going to do it is I want to upload a video once a week, and there's going to be guaranteed 3 to 4 heats in a racing day. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload 1 heat per video for recordings, because 1 heat's going to be, you're going to have a warm-up lap, you're going to have a grid lap. So you'll do you do a warm-up lap, and then you'll do like the warm-up laps usually bit of a fast lap to get the engine warmed up, to get the tyres warmed up, and then you'll do a slow lap, which is like the grid lap. And what you do on the grid lap is you've got to be in the position that you're set for at the beginning of the heat. So say example, if I'm position 3 on the grid, on that grid lap I need to be in position 3, because if I'm not, say if I'm in position 4 or 5 on the grid, that's where I'm going to have to start on that heat. So you got to make sure on that grid lap that you're in your correct position. So you've got a warm-up lap, a grid lap, and then usually you'll start the race and have your 8 laps minimum. Sometimes even there'll be an extra lap. There might be a false start. They might not have a green light straight away, so you need to do another lap around. So sometimes it can be even extra laps, even on the first heat, which is 8 lap heat. And then after the race finishes, after the 8th lap or the checkered flag, you have a cool down lap. So one heat's going to be almost 10 to 15 minutes anyway. I'm not going to be able to fit 3 heats or 4 heats in one video. It'd be way too long. This way, if I upload 1 heat per week, so you'll have heat 1, heat 2, heat 3, or just straight to finals. That way I'll be able to upload a video to YouTube a week, and that way you'll still get the content from each racing round or racing session. I feel like that's the best way to go. That way I'm not going to have, that way I don't have to record practice sessions where it's not going to be as entertaining. It's just going to be me by myself on the track. You're not going to get passing content. You're not going to get racing content or on every video. So this way I feel like I'll be able to upload a video every week, depending on when the following race is. Like if because next round 2, we already did round 1 at the start of the year, and then COVID-19 happened and lockdown, so we weren't able to do any other races. So this race coming on the 12th will be round 2, and I believe round 3, I believe that one's in August. Yeah. Okay, so I believe round 3, I can't remember off the top of my head, but I believe round 3 is in August. Now that gives me roughly 4 weeks, and I'll be able to upload at least 3 to 4 videos in those 4 weeks. So you'll be getting like 1 video at least a week. You might lose 1 week here and there, depending on, like I said, depending on when the following round of racing is on. If it's on in 2 months' time after like the first round of recording, then obviously I'll have to put up like a practice session. But yeah, anyway, that's what I feel like I'm going to do with my recordings. I was very, very nervous today because this is the first time I've ever ran in a engine. So I did a lot of research on it. My dad told me a little bit on what to do, and my engine rebuilder told me a little bit on what to do as well. There was a little bit of hiccups here and there throughout the day. I try to stick between 6,000 and 10,000 RPM. Like that's ideally where you want it to be, between 6 and 10. And as you can see on the first go out, like this is the third session of the day. But on the first session, you could see that I was applying the throttle and then not even hitting the end of the straight. I was already braking, and then waiting until I dropped it back down to 6,000, and then applying the throttle again. So once again, I don't know the correct or technical terms. My dad said something on the lines of you need the engine to work, like you needed to give it. Oh no, I've lost my words. Like, see, I can't even think of the technical terms, so I'm not even going to try and explain it. But there's a reason why you need to stick between 6,000 and 10,000 RPMs. It just essentially puts pressure, it puts strain on the engine. It doesn't overwork it, it doesn't underwork it. Like it's for me, it's like it sounds and seems technical, but I guarantee to the people that are higher up in the go-karting competitive world and in the engine rebuilders, it's not technical to them. But to me, it seemed very pinpoint. Like if you didn't do the correct terms, I was so worried that I would mess the engine up, because the engine in the go-kart, excluding tyres, because technically tyres are just a dip into the wallet, but the go-kart and the engine are both the most expensive parts of the sport. If you go on usage, the tyres are the most expensive, because you get one use out of the tyres and they're gone, and they're 300 a pop. So yes. But go-kart and engine are very, very expensive in terms of, if you break it, you're up for a lot of money. And I did not want to break or damage this engine, because it's the only engine I have, and with my OCD, I do like lots of two. Like I need two of everything, but I cannot have two go-karts or two engines, because it's just too much money to fork out and have spares of. Like I have spares of everything else, except for tyres, because you have one use and they're pretty much scrap. So those two things are really something that you don't want to lose. So I was coming into today nervous and worried that I was going to mess up the method of running in an engine. And like I said, there was a little hiccups here and there, but at the end of the day, I believe it's pulled through. I believe it's all been done correctly. I was getting some smooth. Oh, hey, that guy's having a bit of a lawn mowing session. I believe it all went smoothly. Not too many issues. The engine felt really good at the end of the day. I couldn't really go flat out 100% because these tyres were already shot. These were from 2 practices ago, but I didn't want to, buy brand new tyres for this. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to show you. All I wanted to talk about. It was just pretty much race day, and yeah, next upload will be the first heat of round 2. And yeah, thanks for watching, everyone, and make sure you at least give me a like and hopefully subscribe. Catch you later.